Good evening, everybody. Hope everyone is doing well today. Yeah, hope everyone is doing well today. Apologies, stream's a little laggy for a second. I've not long turned my laptop back on. Yeah, we had a takeout for dinner tonight, and it took a little while to get here, so I had to, like, after I've eaten, turn everything on in a bit of a rush. But that and the radiator, well, having the radiator next to my desk on, yeah, bit laggy, but it seems to have calmed down now. Yep, it's definitely calmed down. Usually when I say it's calmed down now, it usually ends up lagging like a motherfucker again. And not even 10 minutes into the stream and I'm already swearing. Yep, this is definitely a Cyberphnx Echo stream, alright? Bit of a mouth of a sailor, me. Missed me calling, should have been like a spirit fireman with a sailor mouth. But what did I say yesterday I should have been? Oh yeah, a jellyfish. Because, you know, the... what's it? Words of wisdom from me mother of go with the flow like a jellyfish. Oh, and I think use a jellyfish as an analogy, which fair enough. And again, don't have much of a brain, so I fit the jellyfish in that way too. Yeah, I definitely have a bit of food cough too. I also have lots of energy for no apparent sodding reason today. Maybe because I have had a very low energy day, so now my body's just kind of making up for it now or something. And now my body's weird. Not really my body, it's my brain that's weird. But it's weird in a unique way. Weird in a way that one shouldn't be scared to indulge. But, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have this food cough all damn stream now, aren't I? Fair enough. Yeah. Hope everyone is doing well today. Let me move the mic a bit more into yelling range. Ish. That'll do. But yeah, hope everyone is doing well today. I don't know, I've just kind of been kind of doing a whole lot of nothing. Like, it's one of those days where you feel like you've gotten nothing really done, if that makes sense. Which isn't the worst thing in the world. Because that's sometimes how it is. Hopefully we can get some productive grinding done in Warframe though. Because that's what we're streaming today. Good old bit of Saturday grinding in Warframe. I mainly want to try to target Arcanes and any mods that are missing from a collection that. Anywho, game is loaded up. There we go. Okay. Communication, inbox. Oh, shit. Razorback. Huh. Been a while since I've seen one of those rock around, actually. You don't get people really doing... well, Thermofraction sharp every other week. Let's be honest. Yeah. Razorback side. Whoa, Razorback Armada. You don't see this rock around as of. Like, Razorback Armada and Fomorian Fleet, they just don't show up nearly as often as they used to. Likely because well, the progress bar is to do with invasions, which I don't think a lot of people do them that much nowadays. Like, I personally don't really do them too much, cause I have no reason to. A lot of the weapons and that you get the parts for out of this lot. Yeah, I would say the most useful one for some people is the Neptune one. Well, not the forward manifestation, because that's how you get Nyx's blueprints. And what's this? Rescue, disruption, assassination. Ooh, it's very heck well. We want to throw ourselves at that.
He knows nothing. Nobody can learn.
Nora sleeps better knowing her dreamers are out there, working to lift us up.
Okay, what else? Arcane Fury. Yeah, not anything I'm massively interested in. What does that do? Reload and drains up to half your health base and ammo, creating increasing critical chance for every times. Yikes. Like, if you're ballsy enough, you could get that to work. I can imagine high health frames getting some real good use out of that. Normal alerts. That's an interception. Ooh. Hold on, the fucking Stug is, one of the ones that gets a boost from this particular arbitration? That's not something you say every day. I don't think anyone's really going to be ballsy enough to use a stug for an arbitration. But the universe has surprised me. So, you never know. Let's see. Firstly, we should probably get a bit of a wish list going and what we actually want. Let's see. New set of vulnerabilities. On. That could be useful for Lavos. Could be. Camisado, we want that maxed out for Caliban, so that his melee boys are move a bit quicker. Because I hear that one's real good for it. According to this one person whose videos I watch. Arcane Energize. I am not going anywhere near Eidolons, if I can help it. Plus, I don't fucking need Arcane Energize with Manova. Like, Equilibrium's enough. Just because of how that passive works. Enemies killed while slow down have 50% chance to drop health orbs, whilst enemies that are sped up has a 15% chance of dropping energy orbs. And yeah, with Equilibrium, that will just solve all your energy problems. Hell, you might not even need Prime Flow on a Nova. But I find it funny that my Prime Flow, that's 2 ranks on the top, gives my Nova Prime 666 energy. Well, 666 max energy. Yeah. Okay. What other canes? Oh, Primary Merciless. I want to get hold of that one, because none of the other ones would really work for Makuva Ogress. Frostbite, I can see that working for maybe my Tenant Galaxian. Primary Deadhead. Since when did I go for headshots? Now, since when was I consistent with headshots? Primary Crux. That's basically just kind of same activation as Deadhead, really. Primary Blight. To be fair, I don't really use ones that have innate toxin on it too much. I can see this going hard on like a Incarnan Torrid or something though. That's kind of a no. Yeah, so I think in terms of primary arcanes, Merciless is probably gonna be the one of choice there. What about for Busto? Oh yeah, I have that set to. I have secondary dexterity for that one, cause I usually pair my Fasto Prime with Visorus. And that yeah. So this is one of those glaives that you can easily build to just nuke rooms. At least at star chart level. Speaking of which, I need to actually get a melee arcane adapter for that one. I would like to try and with that. Yeah, definitely arcane influence. It's a no-brainer when it comes to melee arcanes. In two ways, because Source is one of the melees I use quite consistently, but another one is actually, where is it? The Prisma Oma, which has innate electricity on it. What's the mod setup from that one look like? Pretty decent. Yeah, that's literally where I want it. Not that much of a status weapon though. The only thing. Oh, that's cool. I didn't realize they made that change. They actually tell you where there's some status procs. Like here it's saying slam attack impact is forced on it. Okay. When did they add that change? Well, there's a bloody useful change they made to it. Ooh. Also got Kassar I could actually utilize for Still Path, just cause the fucking river, the absolutely ridiculous ribbon I have on it. Like, yeah. There's a reason why I don't have any of the combo count mods on me, Jack Kassar. Cause I don't fucking need them. Like, that ribbon just carries it anyway, and that much status is not a bad one. That one also has force impact procs on slams. Yeah. But I do have a combo chance mod in there too for some reason. I could switch that out for something else. Oh, you know what frame that is a fun one to put. Well, that this mod's a good one to put on. Garuda. If you have a Garuda that you're either using Garuda's claws or you're using a melee specifically, well, a specific melee with her, plot that on. With how the 4 is, well, how the 4 forces slash procs on anything you hit, like, that, you're good as gold. Granted, I haven't used my Garuda in ages. And again, I am trying to maybe try and strike for Garuda Prime if I can. But, yeah. Actually, speaking of Garuda Prime, I am going to have a little look-see. Ah, okay. Never mind that one. All her relics are in the Prime Vault. Well, I still have regular Garuda to piss about with. Okay, actually. Is the what's it? Can it actually tell me how much phosphor I have. Yes, it does. That's enough for 2? 2, maybe 3, what's it?
Keep your heads down, Solaris United, and steer clear of Officer Friendly.
First generation was... Oh, that was from a event or something. Yeah. I will fucking make Araxia one of these days. I just need to actually... pluck up the courage to actually do, severe stuff. Actually, what does Eleanor even have? Like... Whilst here.
Well, well, well. Pretty is as pretty does.
Okay, nothing taking my fancy too much. Because, I want something with a better valence bonus to throw into my existing coder base assist. Okay, great. I wanted to try something. I can do still half Hulvania. So, I wanted to give that a shot. I wanted to give that a shot solo, see how I go. So now I can do like early still path stuff.
The art of combat must be practiced to truly master the canvas of war.
The only thing about where I have my mic arm today, I can't particularly see my what was that damage number? Like, okay. Was that hitting for... Yeah, damn. Also, if the acolyte that spawns is Malice, remind me about the bubble. Just say, like, if Malice shows up, just say, Cyber, mind the bubble. You might not get what it means, but I certainly will. The comments you left on that particular shot of me getting murked by Malice was very useful. And I greatly appreciate you telling me this. Telling me about the bubble. Blimey, I don't feel too bad.
Just pinged one of Scalda's secret stashes. Use the Fervon charges to mount the locks and get inside. But I gotta tell you, they will not be happy about it if you do.
Yeah, this does seem to be putting in some... doing what I need it to do. I would say, like, Steel Path Circuit might not be a bad testing ground, but I don't think it would be a great testing ground either. Okay, the beefier units. Are a bit more of a hassle. Was that? Yep, that'll do the job.
You don't crack that cache soon, it's gonna deadlock permanently. Clock's ticking. Look for Fervon charges.
Yeah. Oh, there's one right there. Yeah, I do actually want to worry about these a little bit, because there's a reason why I'm doing Halvania specifically. I can double up on the arcane farming. I can get a whole Warframe 1999 arcane and a Steel Path arcane when the Acolyte shows up.
These things know better than Ponscom. Unclean and unholy. Stormfall, purge them from my city, will you?
Seems to handle tech rot pretty okay. Granted, you do have the Xmas units, which are X and viral. Oh, we got an Acolyte already. Violence. Okay, it's not Malice. We're good. Right. Yeah, we're not in that much danger here. Like, this setup actually does pretty damn good against Acolytes somehow. Yeah, against armor stripped enemies as well. Xmas units it has a bit of a trouble with. But
I got a message for Skuldra. Albania isn't your town, and their purge squad is all dead. I mean, they will be when you're all done. Keep it up.
Yeah, Xmas unit's gonna be a problem.
Stormfall, have faith that your sacrifice today in the name of soul and soldier will not be in vain. A place has surely been prepared for you in the Hall of Heroes.
Okay, yeah, I need something to pop, nullify, no, Xmas bubbles. And to deal with Overguard. Okay. Because Nightwatch Napalm doesn't seem to be able to get through Arctic Xmas bubbles. Luckily, does seem like, yeah, I definitely need something to deal with Xmas bubbles. But it does seem like Visorus does pretty well with it in that regard. Yeah, it does seem like not even rolling into their bubbles will really do much there. But you always have the option of magnetic procs, because I think that works against Overguard. Yeah. How does it do against the beefier boys? Not particularly well. But the good news... Oh! Okay. Huh. Okay then. Someone was able to one-shot. Yeah, shit. Whatever's firing at me, Bev was able to kind of highlight Varen, so I need to figure out what the fuck that was, and yeah, I definitely could do with some sort of Xmas buster. No, we got another acolyte. What one is it? Angst. Huh. Jesus. Oh. Okay. Okay. Yeah, be aware of angst. Because of the slash proc. Because I think that's what killed me there.
Stormfall, do your thing.
Okay.
Make it brutal. Don't bother.
Yeah. When's the last time I died twice in one mission? Okay. I don't think I'm quite ready for this kind of level of still path. But I think we can make this work. We can make this work. We just need considering the AoE nature of it, yeah, I think Primary Merciless might fix a lot of the problems. Because armor strip isn't the issue, I have enough of that. I also forget I literally have a health regen skill. Yeah, we got work to do with this setup, but got another one.
That's the last of them. Time to come home.
Oh crap. Be aware of bubbles. Be aware of bubbles. I have lost track of the Acolyte. Ow! Shit. Oh, I do not have... Oh. Okay. Zorus might be the way to go there. But yeah, it seems like Zorus or melee, or just like the comment said, melee might be the way to go against Alice. Rather than trying to shoot him when he don't have the bubble up. Because I never know when he because I just can't tell when he has the bubble up. We're in business. We're in business.
Excellent armament.
Because we now have
Please return covered in blood. Safe and sound.
our first copy of Primary Merciless. Now, it may not seem like much now, but when this fucker stacks up to rank 5, we will get 30% damage from a kill, plus 30% damage, and that'll still stack up to 12 times. We're gonna need 21 of the fuckers. Oh boy. Okay. What else would I need to really make this sing? Go more into heat, I guess? Especially if our main thing of damage is going to be... What's it?
Ordis keeps a tidy ship, and is therefore reluctant to allow animals on board. In Ordis's experience, animals do not eat so much as reload.
Okay, so what we'll do is remove these. And go... Are you? All in on heat. Well, the only kicker, it turns it into gas. So I would need a heat progenitor. Unless I make it vial and heat for now. Which would be Malignant Force. And... Way around. There we go. That way, the heat is heat. Alright. Hopefully this works. For no, I wanted to see how this fares in Steelpath. That does mean I'm gonna need a different priming weapon, though. Really? Yeah, that'll do. That'll do perfectly. Primes for magnetic and corrosive. As well as some radiation on top of that. Yep, that is primed with magnetic, corrosive, and cold. Guardian. That's shield. Where is Camisado? It ain't max rank Camisado, but I should still be able to get some use out of it. And yeah. I don't think I'm gonna go up against, well, do Halvania Steelpath again for a little while, because I don't think we're quite up to that level. So, our usual testing ground, which is the early Steelpath stuff. Just because it gives us a nice baseline to work with.
Make music, and the enemy calls for a song.
I know, I might as well use the melee boys because of yeah, shit, Caliban does have armor strip anyway now I think about it. Cause if you have the melee boys out, cause Caliban's full armor shit. Oh yeah, Nautilus has Cordon, the Cordon preset mod on. Yeah, like basic early Steelpath. It can quite easily oh right, I have Breach Surge on the Caliban for some goddamn reason.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Okay. So I really do want Warframes that have armor strip in its kit. Or some serious hard CC. Again, should really get around to building Orexia, shouldn't I? Rhino wouldn't be a terrible idea, cause of how is it Overguard he now his 2 now gives you? Yeah, I think it's that. Why do I say that? Well, there is a arcane where if you every time you put 3000 overguard on yourself, I think it can put max viral procs on everything in radius. Yeah. If I'm having this much trouble with armor, I might also want to think about having a backup weapon that specializes in slash. Or just something within a armor strip. But Doors actually does seem to be putting on the work here. Oh yeah, I want to see how this works. Okay, yep, this thing has 0 issues with still path. Not when it's just casually doing 200k like that. Okay, we got an acolyte. Which one it will be? Angst. Okay. Be careful of his slash procs. Or her slash procs. But I do have a bit of an advantage here.
There's a heavy unit approaching.
Caliban's a shield frame. Slash procs don't go through shields. That's toxin procs. And as far as I know, none of them do like, well, stick toxin procs on you. But Angst can teleport around. So that does provide a bit of a problem. And amount of ammo. Hit. Oh, that was a bit too close. That was way too close. Yeah, you need to keep an eye on if you have your boys up or not. Or if you come up face to face with an ox. Okay, yeah, Noxers, be fucking careful with if you're using a shield frame.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. You have broken their ranks and they are on the run. Another successful
Yeah, it
mission.
does seem
Find
like...
extraction.
Granted, the damage testing is a little bit skewed just cause, yeah, the Burglass Prime does so much fucking damage. I can't tell if it's actually doing more damage ticks. Like, I really can't. Like, see there, the Burglass just melted that guy's health. Let's fight into that crowd, see what. Okay, with a bit of armor strip, should be able to do good. That was something nipping at me. Okay, a little bit unsure. But I have so much other damage, it just kind of makes up for it.
A valuable lesson.
Like, the Burglass Prime is just ridiculous. So if you can get your hands on Nautilus Prime, do so. I guarantee you're not going to regret the investment. Well, do be aware that 2 of its parts are in the rare category. So, yeah, that's a bit of a bugger. If I had to be completely honest. But, guess what else also has 2 prime parts that's in the rare category? Caliban Prime. To be fair, I should probably focus on Euraxia first, shouldn't I? But, hey ho. Euraxia doesn't have any armor strip, if I recall. But does have a lot of... does have one hell of a CC ability. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Caliban? Not a terrible idea for Steel Path.
Well put together, operator. Now
But,
get out and
Cut down the...
and make the Lotus proud.
I'm not entirely sure his passive is enough to save him against Toxin procs. And so it's worth using the, where is it? I know it's here somewhere. There is a arcane that reduces the chance, well, makes it so you're kinda immune to toxin procs. And warmth, nope, that one's heat. That one's magnetic. That's slash. This one? Ah, there we go. Arcane resistance. At rank 5, 102% chance to resist a toxin status effect. Meaning, slap out on a shield frame, you're not gonna have to worry about toxin procs. You just have to make sure that your shields don't get absolutely shredded. So yeah, that's one thing to consider. Well, I just have Arcane Avenger on as a bit of a default. Isn't there one that's armor? Where is it? Ah, on shield damage, 3% chance to recover +5 shield recharge for 12 seconds. Ah, here's one else. On shield damage, 6% chance to instantly restore all shields. 6% cooldown. You could run that, I guess. But as long as you're like sticking near your summons, it should be good. Should be good with Caliban. What other frames? You do have good old Oberon. I need to fucking jig about with his setup on the Oberon quite dramatically. Like, yeah, this is really outdated. But I don't think you would be able to do some good with him now, cause he got a rework in the Valus Undermine update. And his one is kinda busted now. Because what it does is, everything in its range, it will remove all their defenses. Including armor, shields, and overguard. Meaning this guy's a bit of a fuck you to Xmas units. You get extra armor out of this thing now. Yeah, his 4 armor strips as well. Oh yes, his passive. This is a really broken part. Every time you and Owen grants approaching the gate into himself and his allies in affinity range when he collects the health orb. Protecting players against the next instance of damage. Stacks up to 3 times. Yeah. Just as a fucking cherry on top of his already greatly improved cake. I'll have to dig about with that at some point, man. What other frames are good for like being tanky? Nyx with the augment for her 4. Assimilate. Absorb augment. Nyx can use weapons during absorb and its duration is infinite, but it consumes 6.5 energy per second and the area effect is halved. Basically, you have the invincibility of absorb while still being able to do Warframe stuff. Oh, and duration of and efficiency do affect the drain per second of the simulate augment as well. So yeah. Though I only really use Nyx for maybe 2 use cases. 1, interception. Well, I think since they reworked how chaos works, how it just affects them with max radiation procs, I don't think it's as good as it used to be. And funnily enough, Technocyte Coda fights. Cause if you don't dodge or if you get hit by the hazards in the actual arena too many times, you get hit by a debuff. That makes it so you take more damage. These not apply when you're sorting invincible. Oh yeah. And you got some obvious ones like good old Rhino. You know what else ain't a bad one? I need to. Actually, I'll say no else is not a bad candidate for triple Umbral mods. Just on account of he's a health frame. So health and armor is good. Powers is also somewhat useful. Like this is an interesting arcane to put with it. Like arcane bellicose. Because if we take it off, yeah, it gives, I think at max dex, like up to 72%, which yeah, it was not bad. And it's not like you would need something like Arcane Grace either. Just cause he has abilities for health regen. So you can really just slap on something like Arcane Guardian or Arcane Avenger or something. Well, mine needs a rejig. Especially since Anaros Prime's, are vaulted. I bet that goes fucking crazy on an ROs. Yeah, when it comes to tanking Steel Path, adaptation Realm Guards apparently like your two go-tos. Adaptation cause it's basically just a stronger version of Caliban's passive. Rather than where that stacks up only up to 50%, this stacks up to 90%. And then you got Rolling Guard that makes you invincible when you're rolling. I did not mean to go into full veteran, well, Warframe kind of veteran spiel there, but hey, when I get going with topics like that, I fucking go. Yeah. Yeah. No, it was a good one, cause she just has innate damage reduction from her one anyway. If I can make it so that you get them in a relatively small amount of particles, I'd say make it so that you can hit 90% from just about half your particles. Like, so you have... So, just in case some particles do get shot off, it ain't that much of an issue. So, you really only, stack range if you're, wanting to get a fair bit out of a 2. But, that's base radius of 15 meters. That's going to do a lot of damage with the right weapon, aka shotgun. Wormhole you can subsume. It's basically just teleports you, enemies and even your 2. Well, I think it actually gets stronger if you shoot it through your 2 through your wormhole. But yeah, Nova's not the first thing I think of when I think of movement abilities, at least in the terms of good ones. I thought it was her bread and butter. You want to get that enemy slower speed up to the max of 75%. So yeah, Nova stack strength on it. Duration is also useful cause her core is a field that expands much like Nova's 3. Plop what's it on it? Anywho, that's enough spill. Actually, now that I'm aware that Earth is a bit lower level still pathed for testing, I am gonna try Helvania again, but this time with Nova. Just to see how her and her damage vulnerability shenanigans with a 4 work out.
Your respect. Honor them with quick deaths, and I with your victory.
And see how useful. Christ almighty. Remember when sentinel weapons were memed on for barely being able to take out weak star chart enemies? Yeah, they can do shit like this. Also, if you're gonna use Nova, use the augment for her.
This sector is home to a
Is it her 1 or a 4?
If fervor charges will get you inside,
It basically makes it so the two synergize, but anything that basically makes it so that when you kill something affected by her 4, it gives you another particle for your 1. So it makes it way easier to keep up your damage reduction.
Skuldra on high alert. Your window of opportunity to get into the cache is closing. Find the fervor charges.
Okay. Right. Ah, there's one. And there's another. We're getting the easy caches today, aren't we?
You looted the clubhouse. Guess what? Their heaviest hitters are now on the way.
Oh, I forgot my 1 ran out. Yeah, no. Nova with Burglass Prime. And companions with Duplex Bond on it too. Like, because you're gonna be using this, you're gonna be using it for a lot. That nearly hit 1 million on some of those crits.
Is there a unit ready? Good. Deploy.
Those damage ticks aren't as strong as I would like them to be. But I do think switching, well, valence fusing a heat progenitor onto this thing is going to fix that.
How dare they blame us? We will not be their scapegoats.
Damn, even well with Shotgun Bat 2 works pretty well.
It's the Hex again. Really? Okay. I want you to ask yourself, could this have been a paratrooper thing? Could Stormfall deal with that?
Oh,
Yeah?
we got,
Okay.
what's it? Are they affected by Nova Slow? It's Malice. Shit. Okay. Melee him to death. Actually, can I? Okay, no, that is a terrible idea. Do not use it as a way to activate adaptation. Yeah, do not use Malice as a way to trigger adaptation. At least not with a Kurogus, at least. Oh yeah. Are there anything else I actually have ribbons on? That have decent ribbon disposition? I know I have one on the Bubonico, but that doesn't have a great ribbon disposition. I think the ribbon disposition on that is like 2. Whereas on the Jack Cassar, it's like 4. I mean, it can still use ribbons on stuff with a disposition of like 2, but they're not gonna be that great. I need to go back upstairs, don't I? I hate the underground areas of this tile set. They're kind of confusing. Yeah, North's Prime is the way to go, like... especially with explosive weapons. Nova seems to be really good with this setup, just because of the priming aspect of it. Because I think to get the Kurogus to work, you do need priming. And Nova's priming is kind of independent of armor strip. Oh, of armor. Because it's just straight up damage, fucking Jade Light Xmas's. That was this little shit, was it?
We have the situation under control. As I speak, the flames you hear
Now say goodbye to your back, also.
troops to neutralize the Hex. Rest assured, this criminal organization will be eliminated with extreme prejudice.
I really hope we have a mission to kill that fucker one of these days. This mad bastard. I ain't seen too much of an increase from Primary Merciless. Now, there is a acolyte in this mess somewhere. Oh, there he is. He's getting CC'd into oblivion. Yeah, Norse is one hell of a overguard demolisher. But then again, I do have magnetic on the weapon. I am now out of ammo.
That's the last of them. Time to come home.
Hey. Yeah, shit me. Yeah, no, I think I prefer this over the Zorus for a melee of choice. Just cause it can output the sort of damage I want out of it. With or without combo.
Was greater. This is good.
I'm not gonna lie, that isn't actually a bad little thing farm. Just for the just cause every time I do one, I get 3 arcanes out of it. Takes me about 15 minutes to do a run though. I don't know. What if I try to optimize that? I did say about trying to use this. Well, or something with slash on it. I also wanted to try and use like a non-AoE weapon too.
Ordis wonders, why is he here? Ordis supposes everyone has to be somewhere.
Rifle Elementalist would be... Would that be good? The extra bit of punch through would be nice. Yeah, screw it. I'm gonna give it a shot. And I'm gonna actually use a maxed out cryo round here for a bit extra oomph. Oh, if I could get a rhythm for this fucker, maybe some crit. Oh, can you imagine if I got some serious crit? What's it out of it? Out of a rhythm for this thing. Yeah. Anywho, I'm gonna see how this goes. In that case, I am going to switch back to Varen. And... and go with Lavos. Oh, did I actually stick, Yeah, I did put Merciless on it. Okay, let's see how well this works.
These are worthy foes.
The good thing about all this still path farming and testing and the good thing is, if I get a bit too in me face, I have the melee to fall back on. Right. Oh yeah, now we're talking. So yeah, it does seem like the
This sector is home to a Scaldra high security cache. If Fervon charges will get you inside, but you've gotta be quick. They're rigged to self-destruct.
yeah. It either... Look at name. It either outright kills them, or puts on a couple of nasty slash procs. I just wish Lavos' shoulders didn't get in the fucking way.
You won't crack that cache soon. It's been a deadlock permanently. Clock's ticking. Look for fervon charges.
Why is it so damn far away? What the fuck is the... Oh, there it is. There we go. There. One more arcane.
Their heaviest hitters are now on the way.
The only issue is it does not fucking like Xmas units. When it isn't charged up. That was a red crit. Yeah, if I could get a rhythm for this thing. Okay.
Is there a unit ready? Good. Deploy.
Once again, my main issue is Xmas units. Because everything else just dies from either the upfront damage of the Arcanes or from the slash procs.
You're halfway. More up ahead. And it looks like it's gonna be the big guns.
Okay. Right, where is the Acolyte? Take that, you little shit. Oh, that was beautiful. Rocket launcher 1, Acolyte 0. Oh, that's going in the highlight reel. Or, that's going to be the short for next week.
But your sacrifice today in the name of soul and soldier will not be in vain. A place has surely been prepared for you in the Hall of Heroes.
And all melee bitches you want. Like, I have a melee with a ribbon on it. Oh, is the Incarnate ready? Right, time to blow shit up. Or infect them with 5 quintillion rather nasty status procs. Yeah, it seems like once you get the Incarnate rolling. Either the upfront damage or the status box will do your job for you. And it completely shreds these guys, by the way. Completely shreds Overguard. I do not like being gooped. Thank you very much. Okay. Right, start run. I should not have access to heavy ordnance. Get back here. They seem to really like spawning here for some reason. Oh, hello. We got an acolyte. Misery! We haven't seen you yet today. Right, where was he? Well, this guy does a lot of damage. Numb. Let's slow him down a wee bit, shall we? Another arcane for the pile. Where's the head on some of these fuckers? I can't do me incarnating if I don't have a head to work with. For context, you build up the Cerberus's, well, the Cerberus's incarnate form via headshots. Not even like headshot kills, just regular headshots. Definitely not a bad incarnate to get though. Oh, that's a rocket launcher. Magic, that's a rocket launcher. Yes. Oh yeah, but I got Nightwave XP for that. Nice. Yep.
That's the last of them. Time to go home.
Yeah, I think I can get... Yeah, this thing works decently. Xmas units are still a bit of a bugger if I don't have the Incarnate active. But luckily it's an is Incarnate Thorn is one of those ones that doesn't disappear particularly quickly. Oh, we can upgrade Merciless now.
Later.
The only issue with
Excellent.
arcane farming.
Please return covered in blood. Safe and sound.
Not the fastest thing in the world. Now we need another 3. And to max it out, we need 18. Oh, I don't even have the damn arcane equipped. But, yeah. Oh. Wait, I don't have any of the galvanized mods? Or, pistols?
Everything in orders, operator? Is that a pun?
Huh.
I will attempt to bypass this fault.
Okay, what happens if I put this in? That's a lot of crit. What is the base? Okay. It's, yeah, it has toxin on as default. Got it. Definitely need to throw a couple form on here, though. What, secondary arcanes do we have? We have dexterity. We do have secondary merciless. Secondary innovate. Giver. Encumber seems interesting. Chance to trigger second random status effect. How do I get with that? On heat status effect. Plus 12 damage for 10 seconds. Stacks up to... Okay. Wait. You know what would be amazing for? The Atomos. Right? Shit, do I have the Atmos Incarnate? Let me just check real quick. I don't think I do, but you never know me. Because if so,
Can't believe the idiots who fitted out this car. Feeling creative?
no, I do not.
Okay. Later.
No, I do not. I'm actually gonna check when the next rotation for that is. Cause if I can get it, and if I can get Cascadia Flare, that could make Atmos one hell of a secondary, and bring a bit of love to one of my favorite secondaries from when I first started Warframe. Used to love that thing. Circuit Wall. Not for a couple of weeks yet.
Everything in orders, operator? Is that a pun?
Oh, okay. The Atmos is in the same. The Atmos Incarnon adapter is in the same rotation as the toyed one. I already have the toyed one. What's next week? Not for anything I'm particularly interested. Five has the Atmos one. Yeah. Okay. I do need to pee. Oh, I do need a bathroom. So I'll be back in a bit. I'll stick that some music on or something. See you in a sec. I'm back. You know, what I did there just kind of gave me a bit of an idea for, like, probably not next week, cause with grinding Saturdays, we usually orientate between Monster Hunter and Warframe. But for the week after, just turning off the game music and just have the Zatsu playlist playing. I did actually go through Dover Syndrome and add a couple of extra music tracks into it. Yeah, yesterday before stream. What did I want to do? Oh yeah, I want to pop into Relay and just cruise some stuff there. But yeah, I might just do that. Just have it so that I turn off the game music next time we do Warframe. Oh shit. That okay, so out of those, we have one of these. A lot of endo. That's enough to nearly rank up a prime. But yeah, I think I'll do that next time. Just raid Dover Syndrome for all that calming and chill music, or anything else that takes my fancy. We'll put them in the Zatsu playlist. And next time we play Warframe, we turn off the game audio and just have the Zatsu music playing. Where else do we need to go? Ah. This is the wrong fucking...
The sanctuary for new knowledge. I see we are of like mind. The sanctuary will be your project too.
Wait, how many of these can I... Oh. Oh. Gang? I think... Yeah.
I can see you are hungry for the knowledge of the sect. This fine specimen could be the next addition to the sanctuary. The sanctuary will go on without you. But can you go on without the sanctuary?
What's it? Oh, that's it. You offerings. Is it? Simulacrum access key. Finally.
May this aid you in the synthesis. I will share what I know, but you must prove yourself deserving.
How do we access the...
It is time for you and your kind to hunt again.
Ah, okay. Finally. I've been waiting ages to get hold access to this. Welcome to the Simulacrum. This is basically a testing ground. You go to this console. Spawn things in. Oh, it does seem like you need to actually fully scan them in your codex to be able to spawn them. Scales with mastery rank. And yeah, you can spawn in enemies to your specification. And yeah, it's for damage testing basically. And stuff of that nature. I didn't realize I had the universal medallions. And yeah, you can just... use it to test various things. You can make yourself in... spawning in, and do all your damage testing. Okay. You can do low level stuff pretty easily. But what about big boys? Like, heavy gunners. Also, the level of the enemies you can spawn scales with your mastery rank. So that actually gives me an actual reason to upgrade my mastery rank. Yeah, it does need a couple of shots in order to take down heavy guns though. Well, with the fact that I need to fully scan things to what's it? I'm probably gonna be busy. What about Xmas units? Enough for that. Yeah, so that's what the simulacrum does. That's... Oh! Wait, can you access the simulacrum through the star chart? Anywho, that's not what I was actually here for. I just realized that I had the medallions. Nope. And I'm on the wrong floor, aren't I? Yes, I was.
Have you survived arbitration? Honors await you.
Okay, I do have some where's aha, there's the Murray Shop mod.
These honors were well earned, Tenno.
I think we got some good progress done today. And we blew up an Acolyte with a rocket launcher with an RPG. Right, let's see what we actually get out of this one. Because I'm curious.
No, I am not equipped to feel envy.
What? Oh, you know what I was saying about, like, having a room disposition of freeze, like, what you want at bare minimum? Yeah, this was what I was talking about. And it's for a weapon we actually do use. We do use the Kuvaton. Well, we do use the Tonkorf, specifically the Kuva variant. Well, that was a fucking win and a half. What was it? More sculptures to plop Endo into, which we are probably going to need. I don't have the Endo to max that out. Right, let's cycle this thing, see what we get. Cause if we get something ridiculous... Ammo maximum. That's more what I'm talking about.
Operator, Ordis has been interfacing with the Foundry's AI precepts. You could say we forged a new connection.
Wait.
Well put together, Operator. Now get out there.
That's 150% though.
And make the load.
The ribbon is only 91%. Yeah, that needs a couple more re-rollings. Oh yeah, we also have galvanized fusion, which is even more expensive. Galvanized mods basically have the same sort of fusing costs as a primed mod, so bear that in mind. But I want to cycle this ribbon a bit more. If we can get a higher crit. Oh. You can always choose to go back on a particular roll if you don't like what you got. I'll take it, but I'm not sure how to feel about the negative status duration. And I am out of Kuva. Meaning I'm going to need to farm Kuva for once. Yeah. Okay, that has both heat and electricity. What the fuck happens when I plug that in? No, it just gives me more viral. No, more radiation. Actually, what happens when I put something like that? Wait, so electricity. What's silent? This had radiation. Oh, interesting. So basically it combines with the heat of it. And leaves the electricity alone. Okay. This has given me some wild fucking ideas. That 69, nice. I want to quickly act upon a little bit. Or at the very least finally turn in all my...
Hey, came to trade? Or if you're looking for Maru's Bazaar, you've come to the right place.
Or at the very least trade in all my Iatan sculptures.
Wow, Tenno, I'm impressed. I mean, it's been a long time since I've seen such a complete collection of Iatan treasures.
Alright. Oh, might want to move that so I can actually... Oh, if I put the two together, I have like over 100% crit. If I have one on its own, just 69. And with... What's it? It was like, 75. See, this is the one thing I really like about, ribbons. They, allow you to do some really, really weird shit with them.
Do you remember the old war, Operator? Ordis seems to have misplaced those memories.
Only thing about it, the status chance ain't all there. It's got a below average status chance anyway. But, I don't think that's really gonna stop me. Oh, that means hunting munitions will have a 30% chance to just apply slash procs in general. I'm gonna need to get myself another arcane adapter though. Hunting munitions and rifle. Rifle elementalist. Wouldn't be a bad shout. I can go even more damage over time and with a Kuva Ogress. Oh, that goes pure on heat. This just goes with everything else. The only thing is, I miss out on damage from semi-rifle canard. Let's take out Serration. Yeah, that'll do the trick. Okay, Argon Scope would just be fucking overkill. Plus, it wouldn't work anyway. Yes. Yeah, put in a couple more former, pop in hunter munitions, and the only kicker is that that reduces the duration of status procs. Yeah, I'm gonna have to experiment with that a bit.
Myself.
Does it not allow you to go to the simulacrum directly? That's a bit disappointing.
You are a true...
That is very disappointing. But, yeah, we got, ideas. Well, some of the ribbons I ain't gonna use, I'm just gonna fucking dissolve them or something. Because typically you need a... well, you need a ribbon transmuter to transmute them into new mod. How much is ribbon capacity? Equipment, slots. Oh. Well, I'm kind of buggered then, aren't I? Yeah, I'll have to, like, transmute for ones that I don't use or want. And then just kind of go from there. Still, kinda struck gold a bit. Kinda wish the status duration... Actually, no, I might reroll this one. As cool as it is... yeah, no, that minus status duration is gonna hurt us too much. Which is a crying shame with how much crit chance we got out of it. You win some, you lose some. Anywho, I'm gonna put a pin in the game there for today, and we're just gonna chill for 10 minutes or so. Yeah, kinda sucks that we might have, well, we're likely going to have to re-roll that particular ribbon, but hey ho. If it didn't have the status duration down bits, which is likely because it had 3 positive attributes, and so it balances it out with a negative. Yeah. Kinda sucks. Because having electricity and heat on it as well, makes it kind of interesting. I'm surprised they haven't updated ribbon mods to have the chance of getting combined elements on it, rather than just two separate non-combined elements. Yeah, no. Just thinking out loud, cause you have all the combined element mods now. For radiation and magnetic. But I get why they probably didn't want to do that. Because if I did that and it's and you rolled viral or something on it, I don't need to tell you how fucking busted that would be. It would be disgustingly, beautifully busted. Yeah. We love it when stuff is busted in our favour in Warframe. It adds a bit of fun to the carnage. Or when you have to really think outside the box to make it busted. I'll see how things go with that ribbon. If I can't really get it to work particularly well, then I'll probably just grab some Kuva to re-roll it till like we get like crit rate, well, similar sort of crit rate roll, and something else, like either a single flat element, or can you get status damage on ribbons? There's gotta be a list of stuff you can get rolled on ribbons. Because if you can get status damage on ribbons, that would reduce the need for Rifle Elementalist. Even though the Kuvaton core has less than average status chance, we can still use it. Like, ribbon. And hopefully we'll be able to find out if a certain you can get. Okay, so what the actual stat view and most multiplied. Shouldn't have been following weighting bonus form. Oh, okay, you can either get two two positive stats, two positive and one negative stat, three positive stats, or three positive and one negative stats. Okay. Okay. Okay, I have to keep that in mind when I'm re-rolling it. If I can't really get to work as is, I'd love for it to get to work as is, because then I'd have gas and electricity from the stat side, and flash procs from hunting munitions. And yeah, that'd be pretty potent. That would probably get me to actually... Hell, even if I only get like electricity or heat on a reroll, like one without the other, I would definitely see myself trying to valence for it. Just so I can go, well, double down on it, so that I can have like slash from hunting munitions from the crits, and then maybe like electric, one hell of an electric proc, or one hell of a gas proc to just completely annihilate Corpus. Whilst the slash procs completely annihilate Brunei or anything with armor. Stuff like that. Like, that one would definitely be a proper AoE damage over time setup, whereas with the Kuva Ogress, yeah, that is more focused on getting the most out of Nightwatch Napalm and the general upfront damage. Again, have to see how it works, how it all plays out. I can't see it playing out too well though. 94, well, minus 94% status duration. I'm only gonna get like one tick out of it. Yeah, I'd only really get one tick out of it, which ain't great. But yeah. It'd probably be one hell of a damage tick, but hey ho. Huh. But we still made great progress regardless. We finally got a simulacrum key, meaning I can actually test shit out a bit more in a vacuum. We started getting in copies of Primary Merciless, which was my main target for today, and plenty of stuff I could maybe turn in for Vosful, so I can maybe get more things of Merciless. And I now know I now know Helvania Steel Path is probably the best Steel Path farm for me, because I can get two, maybe 3 Steel Path Arcanes if I kill all the Acolytes that show up. And the Helvania Arcane. So that should speed up farming of that exponentially. Oh, I might actually have a sit down like next couple of days to actually grind that out quite substantially. And plus, Hulvania makes a good testing ground for Steel Path stuff. And along the way I can get primary and secondary, well, I can get the arcane adapters I need. And I can test out various different weapons to see if they are going to be good for Steel Path. Oh, at the moment, the primary candidates are the Jetkasaur and the Zorus, because they can just deal with most things that come their way. Like, the Jetkasaur, yeah, it won't have a crazy ramp up of Blood Rush and Weeping Wound setups, but that's the beauty of it. It don't need ramp up. So yeah. And the only time I would ever really go that, well, much higher than what you see in Steel Path Hulvania is like Steel Path Circuit. But if I'm doing that, I'm usually doing that in public squads. Because I'm one of those people that does a lot of things in public squads. Just to make life a lot easier. But, yeah. Yeah. We also finally, well, also got Galvanized Fusion because we had enough Steel Essence lying around. No, Steel Essence? Fighter's Essence, I mean, lying around. So we can start slapping that onto our secondary weapons. And yeah, I know I got quite a while for it, but if I can get Cascadia Flare, that with the Atmos and Cannon is going to go hard. And yeah, I think we've done a fair bit today. And we grinded out some good stuff too. And we shot a Acolyte in the face with a fucking RPG. Which I am so clipping that for next week. Because that was utterly brilliant. And was some like Looney Tunes shit. I love it when our video game shenanigans just evolve into Looney Tunes. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's coming up to a 3-hour mark, so might wrap up in a second. Schedule-wise, I haven't sorted that out yet, but I I can see it being another 2-stream week, and it being Tuesday and Saturday. If I'm remembering next Friday. Yes, I am. Okay, so yeah, I won't be streaming next Friday. Most likely. And I'll probably just do Tuesday and Saturday. Well, I think I'll be fine to stream on Tuesday. I only didn't this week because where we had the kitchen done. Well, we started having the kitchen done on Monday and Tuesday. I wasn't sure if it'd be a bit stressed about it, but I don't think I really will. So the next Tuesday, so I think I'll be fine to stream that day. Which, yeah. As for what we'll be streaming, I honestly do not know. I did say about getting and playing the new the DLC for Donuts Machina Titanic Scion, because when I finished that game, I did say I would come back to it when that DLC came out, and it came out last week, but we didn't cover it. So we'll likely do that, and either bit of, well, the next part of Age of Calamity, or do some grinding on we or maybe some grinding that day, or on the Saturday the week after, because and do some tile update 4 prep, because we got that on the 16th of December. I don't know when Old Piece is actually dropping. I better get my gear in order before then, but I don't think I'm in much issue there. All it says is Old Pieces coming out this December. That was likely a case of they'll probably reveal the actual release date for it in a dev stream in the coming weeks, most likely. But yeah, and like all the other Warframe, well, much like a Warframe 999, we will be covering that update when it comes out and such. Same with Tile Update 4 for Wilds. Bless me. But yeah, if I do decide to Monster Hunter next week, then we'll probably take a break from Age of Calamity for next week then, potentially. And yeah, that's basically all I have in mind for next week. I'll still make I still won't be able to make the gaming trivia short for next week. Due to having the kitchen done. But I'll still be able to make the stream clip shorts. And if today's any indication, I've got a really good one for y'all. But, yeah. I think I will... Well, it's been 3 hours, so I'll let you all go for the weekend. And we'll reconvene on the Tuesday. Or whatever other time next week that I decide to stream on. Yeah. As always, thank you all for popping in and hanging out for a bit. Greatly appreciate it. And I thank you all so much for popping in for a bit. Even if it's just a lurk or just to pop in to say hi. You're very much appreciated, and you're very much welcome back in it here at any time. And I hope you all stay safe and have a wonderful rest of your weekend. And I will see you next week. Hopefully. Barring any unforeseen complications. Anywho. Good night, everybody. And see you next week. Hopefully. Good night. And have a wonderful rest of your weekend.